that side. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Because like as you walk from the hallway to the bedroom, you can calculate one side when you're doing your hallway and the other side when you're doing the bedroom. We're doing room by room though. All right, so you need 20 feet per door. This is just information. That's not the, like you are going to key in the number needed here. And this is just for some extra information. All right, now your exterior door, and I'm putting an extra line here because I want to leave some space here. If you have an exterior door, which will be like in your foyer or your living room or your laundry room going outside, this is where you would enter the information. Again, you're going to simply key it in. There's no calculating to be done. Okay? All right, so what we've just done is put formulas into this spreadsheet for how to calculate how much is needed. Now we're going to put a formula to calculate the total. And this is going to be easy because we only have to do it once. And then we can simply copy and paste. Yes?
So the quantity needed is the total, like for the sheetrock, it would be the wall area.
Divided by the product coverage. Okay? All right. Now, how do you find out how much it's going to cost? Quantity times cost. So here I say the total for sheetrock is equal to the quantity needed for sheetrock multiplied by the cost of the sheetrock. Boom. Now, since the total for all of these things is going to be your quantity times cost, we can simply copy this formula and paste it here, 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 everywhere we need to paste it.
So it knows that you're not still talking about sheetrock?
Yes, and I'm about to show you that because, see, the program is smart enough to know that since this cell is changing, it needs to change the other cells as well. All right? Now watch. When I double-click here, notice the cells that it's pulling from are D10 and B10, and you can see the green and the blue cells. And when I come here, notice it is adjusting to that row. Same thing here. It's automatically making the adjustments for you. So it's pulling the right information for that cost. Okay? All right. Something I forgot because this is going to, okay, I'll come down to that later. All right. Now, here we are going to want to know what our total cost is for this room. So, well, how do you get the total cost? You add up all your totals. All right, well, if you look, you should have a key on your toolbar that is a big E, and it's an auto sum key. If you highlight the cell where you want the total and click on auto sum, it is going to say the sum of, and now you are going to highlight what cells you want it to include. So you can simply click on the first cell and drag to show which ones you want it to add up. And you simply hit enter, and it will calculate the sum for you. Now, because this is the grand total for this room, you may want to put it in bold so that it stands out. Okay? Now, if you remember for our quantity needed, we said we can't buy a portion of a gallon of paint or a piece of sheetrock, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to tell these cells to round up when it makes its calculation. And this is how you do it. If you click on this cell, we are going to put this in parentheses to show that we want to find this first. And we are going to add 0.5, which is going to force it to round the number up. Okay? Then we're going to click on Format Cells, and it gives you a number option here, and you get to tell it how many decimal places you want. You can say 1, 2, 3, however many, but you know what? We don't want any decimal places because we're rounding up. And so now your cell is formatted so that when it does the calculation, it automatically rounds up. So if you calculate 13.1, it's going to add 0.5 to that and round 13.6 up to 14. Yes.
For the quantity, we need to round up, like, so just
You're going to set it to round, okay? But in order to tell your computer that, because what the computer is going to do if you simply set it to round to 0 decimal places is if you've got 13.1, it's going to round down to 13. So you're not going to have enough product. So we tell the computer by setting it to 0 decimal places to round, and then we add 0.5 to make sure we round up so we have extra and we're not short. Okay, so I'm going to make that adjustment here as well. First thing is I'm going to add the 0.5. I'm going to go ahead and do it here as well. And here. And I guess you could do that, as you're doing this. Which, if you're watching the video, that's not going to help you, but if you're in this class right now, it'll help you because you'll remember tonight when you go to do this.
You know how to do it on pages?
It's pretty much the same. These keyed in values, you're simply going to key in a value, so it's not going to matter. You don't have to worry about all that.
The rounding.
No, I'll have to explore with it. You're going to highlight all your cells, click Format Cells. You want them to be a number, and you want 0 decimal places. And you hit OK. And it's going to do it for you. Okay?
If I can't figure out how to do it on numbers, can I just go and round it?
You can automatically round it. Yeah. You can just do your formula, and then when you look at your number, you can simply say OK and enter the number.
Okay, so just change it on my
Yeah. All right. Now, this is my spreadsheet. Okay? So what I need to do from here is I need to create a spreadsheet just like this for every room in my house. And this is how you do it. Now watch, this is very, very simple. You can come here in Excel, I'm not sure how it works in numbers, but you can highlight this entire thing. You can copy it, and you can go to your next sheet, and you can paste it. Then you can go to your next sheet and paste it. And let's say we're just going to do 3 rooms because we're going to run out of time here. Let's say we just have 3 rooms, okay? So I'm done. All right, now I need a final page to do my cost analysis. If you come down here to your sheets and you right-click, it says Insert. On here, I'm going to insert a worksheet. Now it put it in the middle. If you simply click on Sheet and move it, it'll move it where you want it.
Miss Sally,
Yes.
can you send Nick Luquette for 30 seconds, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, now on this final page, I am going to do my budget analysis. Okay. Now, these are the rooms that I'm going to have. I'm going to have a living room, a kitchen, and a bedroom. And I'll call it bed 1, all right? Okay. Now, how do I get the living room cost, the final living room cost to show up on this spreadsheet? Well, I want this cell to equal, on this first sheet, that's going to be my living room, okay? So I go to my living room page, and I simply click on the cell I want it to equal. And I hit Enter. And it's going to pull that value from that page. For my kitchen, I want this cell to equal the total cost found on my kitchen page. And for my